Happy Monday, everybody. It is a new Monday. That means we got a new week upon us. We're in the last week of November. We're still buckled in from the month of October. We're going to be buckled in for the end of December, but we're not there yet. We are discussing new music that dropped this Friday. And of course, it is Thanksgiving week. So if you're celebrating Thanksgiving, let's be thankful for all the new music that I'm going to talk about in this week's video. And of course, if you need a Thanksgiving playlist to play at your house or in your car, going to a Thanksgiving dinner, or maybe you're just like not celebrating, totally get that solo life, only child life, totally relate to being, by yourself. What is this? Okay, no, but totally get that. If you just want to jam on Thanksgiving Day or on Black Friday while you're shopping, online or in store, this is me getting stuff on the shelf, listen to the Melodies Music Highlights playlist, where linked in the description. I got you. I got a Spotify playlist for you. I got an Apple Music playlist for you. And of course, this humble abode right here, a YouTube playlist. All the songs that I mentioned in today's episode are in there. And of course, we love teasers. The live studio audience loves teasers. I know you guys like teasers. I got tracks in there that I don't even talk about in today's episode or previous episodes. It's just music I want you to listen to jam to, and give me your thoughts about. I digress. So now let's go and talk about what's in today's episode. Alrighty, let's talk about today's episode preview. What are we expecting, Melody? What songs should I, take a deep breath for? Remember, every time, take a sip of water. Every time I take in a deep breath. We are talking about, take a sip of water, Coldplay's new album, Everyday Life, that double album. We're talking about Tinashe's first independent album, Songs for You. We are talking about, highly requested, people have messaged me about this, Zayn's new song with Rehab and Jungle Boy. And of course, we got one surprise, teaser track, the one on the edge of your seat. Like, whoa, can I give you guys any preview? I can't. You gotta wait until the end of the episode. This way's the end of the episode. I don't know which way. We're still learning here. Guys, it's to the point where I could say you can even quote me on this. Melodies Music Highlights confirmed that this surprise track at the end of today's episode is probably one of the best tracks that I've heard all year. Take that with a grain of salt. No, but honestly, take that into consideration. I know you guys are excited. The live studio audience is excited. So why not get on with today's episode? Let's go. Alrighty, let's get on with the first artist, which is none other than who we love here at Melodies Music Highlights, Coldplay, with their new double album, Everyday Life. Now, this is their first release since their last album, Adventures of a Lifetime. Fans are getting everything that they want. They're getting 16 songs, falling under just an hour. Under an hour, it's like 53 minutes. Yeah, it's like, first of all, it's not the typical, I don't want to say typical, it's not the usual Coldplay that you would expect, but I feel like that is a good thing, not necessarily a bad thing, and I feel like they do no wrong in my eyes, in the fans' eyes, in everyone's eyes. I feel like they could experiment with whatever genre, whatever path that they want to take in releasing this album, which is what they did with Everyday Life, and it would be amazing, and that's what it came out to be. Okay, so let me break down the album for you, and we're talking about one song in particular. When is Melody gonna learn how to talk? I don't know. There you go, my singing. New single coming soon. No other singles are available that I'm saying new, but we get it. Anyways, I digress. So the new album, so half of the album is kind of, facing the challenges that are upon you in your lifetime, what's happening right now, that you're realizing that these challenges are happening, whatever it may be, whether it be political, whether it be religious, whatever it may, personal, whatever, they take that on, instrumentally, vocally, a lot of instrumental experiments on this album. So they're kind of like, and vocally too, it's like how they take on a track is way different, but the one song in particular, I'll talk about that. And then the second part of the album, which starts off with the song Guns, it's kind of like, okay, we got we understood what the challenges are in the first part that we mentioned. Now, how are we gonna face those? How are we gonna take on those challenges, whatever it may be? And that's how they go through the second part of the album. Now, that's Everyday Life. Now, let's talk about the song that I want to, you guys be streaming constantly on the Melodies Music Highlights playlist. You can find on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube. It is the song Church. It is the second song on the album, first part of the album, and it is the most Coldplay track you know, starting off, and then there's other songs where it reminds you of. Now, Church, if I could pick a previous Coldplay album where it could be placed on, I think it would be, my personal opinion, it would be on their album Parachutes. You guys remember that album? Throwback. And specifically, if I could pick a song on Parachutes that, not saying like it's like spot on how it sounds, like not at all, because if that wasn't, it would be like, okay, that's kind of unoriginal. It would be Don't Panic on Parachutes. I think that's the first song on Parachutes. So yeah, that's a similarity to it. It's psychedelic folk. Now that is a sandwich you want to listen to. But yeah, psychedelic folk. At one part of the song, I'm like, okay, Chris Martin was probably listening to a little bit of Tame Impala doing this album, but it does resemble Tame Impala in essence of sound, not necessarily him mimicking Kevin Parker's vocal abilities, because no one can. That's it. But yeah, enjoy Church. Let me know what you think of it. Classic Coldplay track, a little bit up tempo, kind of goes down and then comes back up. We love a roller coaster ride on a Coldplay album, any Coldplay project, period. So let me know what you think, and let me know what other songs you like on the album. Let's take a listen. Alrighty, so a little disclaimer. I've gotten comments about this and messages. This purple light right here is the ring light that I used for this video. A girl's gotta see. I'm so sorry. I know some videos I don't wear my glasses. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about this because I feel like some people don't care, but I thought I would address this. Take a sip of water for that too. Alrighty, let's get on with today's second artist in this video, which is none other than Miss Tinashe with her new album, independent album called Songs for You. Okay, so first of all, we got to give her props here at Melody's Music Highlights for someone to leave a major label, okay, and release your first project without a major label is totally a big deal. Okay, whatever the reasons may be, whatever happened, you know, when you're at a major label, you have like this backpack on you of support in like any capacity it may be, that it's like, okay, you know that you have a major label to help you with any sort of thing that goes into a launch. But it's like when you're going solo, it's like, okay, you know, you got the talent, you know, you got the people that you can work with, but it's like, okay, how much of that can you take on going solo now? Because it's hard. Like, however you guys interpret this, it's hard because the major labels, like, you know, offer some sort of support, whatever tier you are as an artist. So I digress. That's the whole point. Anyways, the song that I want to talk about off this album, first of all, we got to give a credit where credit is due, that this album as a independent album coming off of a major label is very strong. I feel like it shows who Tinashe is, especially how we discovered her from her debut album, first single, however you discovered Tinashe, or maybe you're discovering Tinashe right now. Love that. Yeah, talent is credited when talent is present, and that's, you can totally see that on this album. The song that I want to talk about is called Perfect Crime. Now, Perfect Crime, so this whole album is like pop R&B, okay? That is her strong suit. She does that, you know, with her soprano vocals. She does that. She executes that very well, okay? So, and then it's kind of like a wave of R&B going through this album. In essence, it's not like all up-tempo R&B. It's not all down-tempo R&B. She knows where to, you know, like mix it up a little with beats, with producers, with vocals, with instruments, everything. Perfect Crime is up-tempo pop R&B song. It's kind of like a roller coaster disco type of song, which I enjoy personally. We've discussed this before. R&B, I listen to specific albums, specific artists, so this is going on my list. But yeah, I truly like this album. Let me know what you think of the song Perfect Crime, and of course, if you like any other songs on the album, comment down below and I'll add it maybe to my Melody's Music Highlights playlist. Let's take a listen.
Perfect crime, killing me, 'cause
alrighty, let's talk about the third artist in today's video, which is none other than Zayn with his new song, rehab song with Zayn, with Jungle Boy, Flames. Let's talk about it. Okay, so this new song, people message me, they're like, let's get your thoughts on it, because you're a One Direction fan, I would like you to get your thoughts on it. I was like, how did you even know that I'm a One Direction fan? Not that I've talked about any of them before in Melody's Music Highlights or proof on Instagram. Check it out. But no, let's talk about this song. So it is rehab song with Zayn, with Jungle Boy. So my first thought was, what is this, like sorry, what is this, like Zayn's second single song of the year, or like third song? I don't know. He's like, I did Aladdin, time to do this, what's up? But is he only gonna be a featured artist at this point? I have no idea. Whatever gets him coin. He's getting songwriting credit. People are gonna stream it. Good for him. Did anybody ask for that 27-track album that he released? No, boo. But good for you, whatever you're doing. But Flames in particular is not like super mind-blowing. It's not like, oh my god, Zayn is like breaking boundaries, he's like totally crossing genres. No, like, okay, he has the vocal ability. This was evidently gonna come. Good for him that he's collaborating with the DJ. I feel like Zayn is gonna be that type of artist, like jump on different tracks with DJs, because it's like, okay, Liam did it, m.i.l.k just did a Diplo remix. It's like, okay, Zayn's like, hi, I've entered the group chat. But yeah, Flames, if I could compare it to one Zayn song turned into a kind of dance song, it would be Dusk Till Dawn, his track with Sia. Take that into consideration, make that into a dance track, you got Flames. Typical song that you would expect Zayn on with a DJ. Let's take a listen. Let me know what you think. It's a jam. It's on the Melodies Music Highlights playlist. No hate. Just gave my thoughts. Let's take a listen.
Light me up in flames. Light me up.
Alrighty. We have arrived to the final track, the surprise track, the teaser track, the one that's kept everyone on the edge of their seats. You're on the edge of your seat. The live studio audience is on the edge of their seat. I'm on the edge of my seat, and I even know what I'm talking about. Deep breath, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, as I said in the beginning of the video, you can quote me on this. You can run this in the papers that this song that I'm about to mention is one of the best songs that I've heard this year. Period. Point blank, ladies and gentlemen. It is none other than the Avener featuring m.i.l.k, m.i.l.k, on the song Under the Waterfalls. That's it. Have a great day. No, I'm joking. This song, okay, so I've talked about the Avener before. If you're an OG Instagram viewer of Melodies Music Highlights, I did talk about a song with TYO called Wild. So you know, he's on Casablanca Records, Republic Records, so he is a DJ. You know, he's coming up in the game. He's French. This song is probably one of the best dance tracks that I've heard this year. And listen, dance heads are gonna come for me. Do you, I'll do me. Listen, and I've told people about this. I'm not really a big, you know, into the EDM space, into the dance space. It's like, I'll listen to particular songs if I like it, and if it's in the dance genre, I'll tell you about it. And this is one of them. It is, oh my god, it gives me like classic, maybe like 2009. No, that's bad. No, dance 2009, it's like that could mean a lot of things. I just feel like it's like a classic dance song where it's like it builds up the momentum, you hit the chorus, and it's like, you know, when saying Under the Waterfall, you could visualize water falling down on yourself. It's the whole thing. I think it's great. I think m.i.l.k's vocals go so soothly with this song, and I feel like the Avener, his technical abilities on a track just like morphs everything together so well, and it's such a smooth transition between like different aspects of the song, whether it be the first verse, the last verse, to the bridge, to the chorus. Everything matches up. This song is so good. Let's listen to it. It's called Under the Waterfalls. It's in my Melodies Music Highlights playlist. We're gonna stream it. I'm gonna take a deep breath. Let's take a listen.
No one can break us under the waterfall. We could be hiding, making it.
Alrighty, congratulations. You have made to the end of today's video on Melodies Music Highlights. Happy Thanksgiving to anyone who's celebrating it. You know, blast this playlist, blast this video. You know, we love getting views, we love getting streams. I'm joking, but I truly appreciate everyone's support. Thank you so much. And of course, all the songs that I mentioned here on today are linked in my description. We got a what? We got a Spotify playlist. We got an Apple Music playlist. We got this humble abode right here, a YouTube playlist. What are you waiting for? Go check it out. Let me know what you think. And of course, like, subscribe, and of course, as King Barney said, sharing is caring. Can't wait to talk to you guys next week about new music that's dropping. It's a lot, you guys. Coming at us real quick, but we're ready for it. See you guys.